You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Wednesday the 10th of June, 2026. It is 82 days after the spring equinox. It is 11 days before the summer solstice. In today's episode, worms, a kite, early aviators, donuts and cops, Hattie McDaniel, and Morris Sendak. The sun rises today at 5:24 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:55 p.m. The sun sets today at 8:27 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 9 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 9:42 p.m. The length of daytime today is 40 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waning crescent phase and is 26% full at midday. The moon rises today at 1:55 a.m., and then it sets at 3:25 p.m. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the middle of the night, low tide, 12:16 a.m., 18 centimeters. In the morning, high tide, 6:26 a.m., 1 meter 37. In the afternoon, low tide, 12:28 p.m., 15 centimeters. In the evening, high tide, 6:53 p.m., 1 meter 68. In our shared realm of plants and animals, earthworms in garden soil are usually taken as a good sign of soil health. Apparently, in the city, there are no native earthworms. Among the most common are European earthworms, and as we can attest watching robins hunt in the park, there seem to be plenty of them about. But the internet is full of dire warnings about an invasive species, the Asian jumping worm, that has been spreading into our area. They actually do jump when disturbed, and are said to rob the top layer of soil of nutrients and weaken young plants. We have never seen them in Astoria, but message boards from the Hudson Valley just north of us are full of dire stories of jumping worm infestations. Perhaps they are the worm world's equivalent of the spotted lanternfly. Commemorations. Today is the anniversary of Benjamin Franklin's famous 1752 experiment flying a kite in a thunderstorm to demonstrate that lightning was indeed composed of electricity. Aviation pioneers. On this day in 1908, the Aeronautical Society of New York was founded. It was the first flying club. The society was composed of people who actually built their own flying machines. It leased the 372-acre site of what had been the Morris Park racetrack in the Bronx, and they opened the Morris Park Aerodrome, the first flying field in the nation. On the grounds during their first season, no fewer than 24 full-sized, heavier-than-air flying machines were built. On this day in 2002, Clint Messina, aged 21, was arrested in Louisiana. A month before, he and his accomplice, Rose Hook, aged 31, had stolen a Krispy Kreme donut delivery truck in Slidell, Louisiana, at 3 in the morning. The driver had left the truck running with its back door open while he was making a delivery. Messina and Hook purloined the truck, containing hundreds of donuts. The police were called, and a 15-mile high-speed chase ensued. As Messina and Hook sped down the roadway, donuts fell continually out of the back of the truck, the police in hot pursuit. Hook was apprehended that night, but Messina eluded capture until this night, when he rammed a police car. The local police chief said afterwards, "We're glad he's off the streets, but this unfortunately means we're going to have to stop staking out all the local donut shops looking for him." Today we remember Hattie McDaniel, born this day in 1895 in Wichita, Kansas. McDaniel was the first black actress to win an Oscar. She won Best Supporting Actress for her role as Mammy in Gone with the Wind in 1939. Ironically, she was not able to attend the premiere of the film in Atlanta due to segregation, and even at the Oscars she was seated at a separate table off to the side of the hall. During her extended career in Hollywood, she appeared in many films, almost always as a servant, and often without a screen credit. Sometimes criticized for taking roles that some found demeaning, she once said she preferred being paid $700 a week to play a maid to earning $7 a week being one. Today we also remember Morris Sendak, born this day in 1928 in Brooklyn. Largely self-taught, he began his career illustrating the 1947 textbook Atomics for the Millions. In the 1950s, he illustrated children's books written by others. Then, in 1963, he published the first book he both wrote and illustrated, Where the Wild Things Are. His approach revolutionized children's picture books. We will always treasure Higgledy-Piggledy Pop. Remember Morris Sendak today. In our preparations for July 4th, we offer this thought from Albert Einstein's essay on freedom from 1950. He wrote, "Laws alone cannot secure freedom of expression. In order that every man may present his views without penalty, there must be a spirit of tolerance in the entire population." Tonight, the Knicks host the Spurs at Madison Square Garden for Game 4 of the NBA playoffs. The Knicks go in with a lead of 2-1. Go Knicks. And that is the Observatory, Wednesday the 10th of June, 2026.